So for the question 1, which is to create a simple calculator, the program should ask the user to enter an even round number limited between 10 until 30, an operator which is limited to plus and minus only, and another even round number as in number 1 for second input. Carry out arithmetical operations such as adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing the two input values. Use a switch statement to select the operation. Finally, display the result. When it finishes the calculation, the program should ask whether it wants to do another calculation. The response can be y or n. So let's move to the flowchart. The program will be start and then declare variable OPRT, OPTN, y, and num1 and num2, and then the variable will be from OPRT, from num1 and from num2, and then make decision which is num1 is more and equal to 10 and less equal to 30, and num2 more equal to 10 and less equal to 30, and num1 and num2 will be division and division by 2 to get even number. If the decision is true, then we move to the OPRT which is plus. If plus true, and then get the solution for the sum, and then display result, and then go to the prompt OPTN. If the operator plus is false, and move to the minus. If the minus true, it will display, it will get the result, this subtraction, and then display result. After display result, and will prompt to OPTN. If the OPRT minus is false, and it will display wrong inputs, please insert a proper input. After that, and it will go to prompt OPTN. So let's back to this decision. If this decision false, it will display wrong input, please insert a proper input, and then go to the prompt OPTN. After that, after go to the prompt OPTN, it will go to decision which while OPTN y. If it's true, it will go back to this part which is from OPRT, and then do the calculation again. And if the OPTN y is false, the program will be terminated. Let's move to the program. The program will be in main, in num1, num2, char OPRT, OPTN, yn, and then do the prompt which is OPRT, num1 and num2 to enter the number, and then you make a decision by using if and else, and then switch for the OPRT which is plus and minus, and then get the equation for this plus and minus num1 and num2, and use default if they get the wrong input, and else if this decision was wrong, we'll use we will display wrong input, and then use while loop if you want to do another calculation. Okay, let's move to the output of the program. First, I will enter an operation which is plus, and I have insert 20 as first input and 24 as second input, which is this number were even number, and then get the addition result between input is 44, and then I will enter y to do another calculation, and then I will put the minus, and then I have insert 30 as first input and 80 as second input. Then the result of subtraction between input is 12, and then I will put y to do another calculation, and then I will put the plus, and then I will put the 15 and 37 because this number were odd number, and then we will display input wrong input. This is a proper input because I do not enter the even number. So do you want to do another calculation? If I press n, the program will be terminated.
Next, moving on to question 2. So question 2 asks the student to create a program which is required to find the frequency of each digit in a given integer. First, let's start with the flowchart of the program. The first step is we declare data types for variables n, I, j, ctr, and r. Then we prompt and get the value of n. Then we initialize I as 0. Then we check the condition for I less than 10. If it is false, the program will immediately terminate it, and if it's true, the program will display the statement the frequency of the value of I equal to. Then we set CTR as 0 and j equal to n. Then we check for the condition j greater than 0. If it is true, j will undergo modulo division by 10, and then the remainder will be stored into variable r. Then we check for the condition r equal to I. If it is true, the CTR value will be plus by 1, and the new j value will be j divided by 10, and the loop will be repeated. But for condition r equal to I, if it is false, the new j value will be j divided by 10, and the loop will be repeated again until j become less than 0. Once it becomes less than 0, the condition will be false, and the program will display the value of CTR, and the I value will be plus 1, and the loop will be repeated again until I become greater than 10. And once it become greater than 10, the program will immediately terminate it. So here is the example of the program code. As you can see, first we declare the variables, then we prompt the user to input any number, then the user input any number, then the loop will be started to display the frequency of each number. So here is the example of the output screen. First, we display to the user what this program is about, which is to find the frequency of each digit in a given integer. Then the user input any number, which is 125324612. Then the frequency of each number will be displayed. As you can see, the number that the user input, it has two value of 1, 3 value of 2, 1 value of 3, 1 value of 4, 1 value of 5, and 1 value of 6. So the program is a success.
Hi and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Muhammad Shakib Abdul Salam from Mechanical Engineering 1, and I will explain question 3 from assignment 1 for course Structured Programming and Database System. So this question is to determine how much of an area to leave uncut so that the harvested area is reforested in a certain period of time. So the input for this question are acres equals to 40,000, uncut equals to 2,500, rate equals to 0.02, and I equals to 1. The output for this question are first, number of year from year 1 to year 20, second, acres reforested for year 1 to year 20. So this is the flowchart for this question. First, we start, and then I'm declare several variables which are acres, uncut, and rate, and then I'm initialize acres equals to 14,000, uncut equals to 2,500, rate equals to 0.02, and I equals to 1 for while loop structure. For this structure, it consists two conditions, which is first true and second is false. So if it is true, while I less or equal to 20, so it will be go through this process. This is the formula for uncut. Uncut equals to uncut plus uncut multiplied with 0.02. 0.02 is the rate, and then it will display I and uncut, and then it will be the increment for I or years from year 1 to year 20. This process will repeat as long as it satisfies the condition. And the second, if for false condition, while I is not less or equal to 20, so it will come to the end. So this is the program for this question. First, I'm initialize main, and then I'm using a double data type for acres, uncut, and rate. The reason I'm using a double data type here because double type can represent fractional as well as whole values. It can contain up to 15 digits in total, including those before and after the decimal point. And then I will display distinct timber management program. It will display number of acres forested at the end of each year. the area has a total of, the uncut area is, the total of years is 20, and it will display year and acres reforested. I wrote this thing because I want to make my output more organized. And then I initialize I equals to 1 for while loop structure. It is same as before. It has a two condition. First is true, second is false. So if it is true, it will go through this process. Or if it is false, it will jump to the end of the program. And then I will display the number of years and the acres reforested. As you all can see here, I'm using round function. So why I'm using this function? This is because a round function is used to round off the doubles, float or long double value, pass to it as a parameter to the nearest integral value. So later I will getting a full number, not a decimal point. And then this is the increment for years, and then I will display a thank you here for user friendly. As you all can see here, there are /n and /t. So what is /n? /n is used for space and /t is used for take space horizontally. So this is the output for this question. TEB management program. It will display a number of acres forested at the end of each year. The area is total of 14,000 acres. The uncut area is 2,500 acres. Total of years is 20 years. So this is the display of years from year 1 to year 20, and this is the value of acres reforested. As you all can see, I'm using a round function. That's why I get whole values, the whole number here. I think that's all for me. Thank you and have a nice day.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Akil Najmi and I will explain question number 4. So for this question, they ask us to design a program that calculates how many money we have after we invest an amount with interest rate. So as I have highlighted there as many times as there are years, so we will make a program that will count the accumulate amount of money after the interest rate every year. That's it. So this is the flow chart of my coding. First we start, and then we declare the variables. We got amount, years, rate, and total. And then we got the input. The amount is let's say 5,000, years 5, and rate 5. So the most important input here is the years. You can see that I equals to 5 means we got 5 years, and we do the calculation total equal to total plus total times rate, and then we will repeat the process until we got 5. If we got it after 5, we got 6, let's say, we will end the coding right away, so it will display the year and the total. Okay, so this is the coding. As you can see, I said before, the most important is the years. So that arrow shows that that is the part where the repetition will occur. So it will keep counting, accumulating the amount, the total, until it will get to the years we wanted. This is our program application. So we do put 5,000 for the amount, 5 for years, and 5 for the interest rate. And so the program will start accumulating the amount of the money for the 5 years, and we have the total there, 6,300 and blah blah. And so that's it. How do you answer the question number 4 with the repetition? Thank you.